Hey guys, this is your boy Markcoos and welcome back to Markcoos' Reign at Arsenal, episode number 12. And as you can see, the next match is the Champions League first knockout round, second leg against Inter Milan. Now, after the first leg we beat them 3-1, and I went into this optimistic, as is a good word to use. But yeah, I went into it optimistic, and I was expecting not the best result, but I was expecting a good result, because considering the fact I've basically won the league. I'm like 2 points clear, but I mean I've got the easier games compared to Man City. As you can see, Arteta captain. I don't know why Arteta's captain, but Arteta is captain today, and I'm not sure why. But basically won the league. I would say basically won the league, because basically I've won the league. FA Cup's not going to really be difficult. I'm sort of dominating that competition. It's just the Champions League, which is the big prize, the big boy pants, things which I want. But it's going to be difficult to win the Champions League because of the amount of teams which I can face. I mean, I got beat 6-1 by Barcelona like second episode. I've really got to up my game in the Champions League. So this match especially, I mean, like matches against the likes of Inter Milan, the ones which are, oh, they shouldn't be that difficult, and then they come back and bite you, and then you're like, no. But yes, Arsenal versus Inter Milan, Giuseppe Meazza, and this match was going to be difficult because they played a much stronger team than they did before. I mean, they had like Cassano up front, Walter Samuel back at the back. They had Schneider, of course, played the other game. He didn't score, sorry. Diego Milito scored, but see, Inter are playing Cassano, Palacio, Walter Samuel, Cambiasso, Schneider, Javier Zanetti, Dejan Stankovic. While me, I was playing more or less my strongest team, except for Jenkinson coming in instead of Sanya. And Santi Cazorla and Arteta playing instead of Wilshere and sometimes Cleverly. So, of course, Inter were to kick off because of the fact that they're a home team. And in the 10th minute of the match, now this just shows how strong Olivier Giroud is. He tries to get the ball, he's not getting the ball. Olivier Giroud is going to get to it. He gets to it and hits it past Handanovic at the near post. Now, I've been watching some FIFA videos recently, and everyone goes near post finishes are really overpowered. In PES, near post finishes are not overpowered. They're more or less as powerful as they need to be because you can't hit them really strong at a near post. And they're actually tried it, but whenever you try to hit them strong, it usually goes wide. Well, you have to actually finesse it into the near post. I mean, what a finish from Olivier Giroud there. But in the 25th minute, passing it around the midfield, I mean, look at this for a passing play. That's like started from my back line. Walcott eventually makes the run. Royce plays it through to him. Walcott passes it down to Olivier Giroud. What a poor finish from Giroud, of all people, but it is with his right foot, weaker foot. And he pops him back in the net. 70 minutes on the clock, winning 2-0. I was expecting a hard game. I was optimistic about my chances. I was very optimistic about my chances, but I wasn't expecting such an easy game, considering that, of course, it's not an easy game, but I mean, 2-0 after 70 minutes is quite easy, but after some really poor defending by me, I mean, I'm stopping Schneider here. He ends up just taking a shot, just flies past Chesney into the bottom corner, and Schneider scores. So, 39 minutes on the clock, Schneider scored his first. And yeah, so 2-1, and then 42nd minute, Schneider again gets onto it, tries to play it through, Cassano gets through, Gibbs is just behind Chesney to clear the ball, and I'm lucky because at half time, as you can see, half time now, it's 2-1 to me, and I only had 2 shots on target. They've had 4 on target. I've dominated on possession, but they've been really testing Chesney. But in the 58th minute, Cassano gets the ball here, and look at this for a little bit of skill. I've never really seen the computer do skill against me. Does some skill, Chesney just can't stop it, can't rebound, because he's so bad at rebounds. He just hits it right out to Schneider, who pops him back in the empty net. So Schneider scored 2, and I think, alright, I'm going to change some things. So it's coming to near the end of the game, I'm like, alright, I'll just put some stuff about. So I put basically 4 midfield, Giroud, and Royce come up to be replaced by Mertesacker and Cleverly. So I was playing a very defensive formation, and basically I just defended the whole match. So as you can see, from halftime I only had 2 more shots on target. Well, they had another 5, I would say, because they had 4 on target. I think that was it. But yeah, so Schneider gets man of the match. He deserves it considering they scored 2 goals. I mean, Giroud scored 2 goals, but both his goals are pretty poor, to be fair. But from the other results, Man United are out by Barcelona beat them. Man City are through, Chelsea are through, Juventus are through, AC Milan are through, Bayern Munich are through, and I think Ajax are through. I mean, that's going to be a very difficult quarter final. whoever I get paired against. But the pairing is at the draw is at the end of the episode. So yeah, next match, Arsenal versus Norwich. Now this was coming after a Champions League hangover, so I wasn't really optimistic at all. I think I had to play quite a weak team in this match, if I can remember correctly. And no, I had to play quite a strong team. I played quite a strong team. Other than Podolski being out, I played Chamberlain instead, and that was really the only difference, other than the team which had just beaten and drew with Inter Milan. But as you can see, they had Ruddy, Holt, Snodgrass. I mean, they had a pretty strong team. But I wasn't really expecting any sort of hardness from this game because they're Norwich, to be fair, and Norwich aren't a difficult team. So from kickoff, I mean, look at this for some passing movement. Plays a great football through to Giroud takes a shot, he scores, but he's offside. I mean, from kickoff, I did like 7-8 passes, threw it on goal, scores, but he's offside. It's really unlucky. He just made the run a bit too early, and I passed a bit too late. Like, it's a bit of both. I mean, look at that. So unfortunate for me. But yeah. So in the 16th minute of the match, Holt crosses it in. Kane can't get to it. Bennett gets to it though. Gibbs just can't defend properly. Kane heads it backwards to Holt, who volleys it into the bottom corner. So, do they deserve to be 1-0 up? I don't think so. I'm sure the stats are ridiculous in this game, but you see Holt scored, and I was like, fair enough. But do they really deserve to be 1-0 up? I don't really believe they do. So, coming to half-time, Arteta is on the ball, passes it to Royce, Royce passes it back to Giroud, Giroud tries to pass it back to Arteta, can't, and at half-time, Norwich are leading 1-0. I was like, so I've had 10 shots on target, I decided to change some things about, make Chamberlain and Walcott into right and left midfielders, and I play Royce as a second striker, because it just wasn't working. I needed more support for Giroud, because of course they were playing quite a deep midfield, deep back line. So in the 68th minute of the match, get it ball Jenkinson here. He plays a great football through to Theo Walcott. And Theo Walcott really just is struggling for goals, but it doesn't really matter because he assists it today. And Giroud pops in with his weaker foot. I mean, Olivier Giroud still scoring goals like a crazy animal that he is. And he's just too good. He is just one of my best players. Because the only reason he is one of my best players is because he's really the only striker I actually have. I mean, I could play Royce as striker, but Giroud is just too, he's big, he's tall. He's big, he's tall, and he's just so quick, like for a striker, for quite a tall guy. In the 74th minute, you cross it in. For some reason, I think it's Jenkinson just decides not to head it away, and Holt actually pops in the back of the net. So 2-1 to Norwich at the Emirates Stadium. I mean, I'm being beaten by Norwich. I was like, no, this cannot be. Of all teams to beat me, I don't really want to be beat by Norwich. I mean, I can understand taking beatings off Liverpool and Man United, but Norwich, no, that's not happening. So I make a couple of changes. I bring in Thierry Henry, and I move Royce to the right midfield. I move Thierry into the striker up front with Giroud, and it works. I mean, I end up getting a red card here with Vermaelen, and like, I was just like, I don't know why I did it. I think I was just getting really angry at Norwich. Like, you start to slow it down a lot more. So Bennett was just, I think it was Bennett or Jackson. I was like, screw you, you prick. I completely took him out. So I got a red card. I was like, I'm not going to change anything. 3 at the back, a right back and a left back and a centre back. So 86 minutes on the clock. Walcott eventually gets his goal. I mean, like, if I showed you all the highlights, Walcott had about 50 chances this match. Like, that's not even an exaggeration. He actually has so many goddamn chances. He missed every single one of them until he scored there. And I was like, thank the gods. But I mean, coming up to the last minute of the match, Gibbs eventually gets it. As you can see, he gets it there, he gets it again. They move forward. They all move forward for some ridiculous reason. Walcott is through on goal again. 3 minutes of injury time. Walcott. And I started to panic, and I was like, oh, what the crap. But it came back out to Arteta, and cool finish from the Spaniard into the bottom corner. And Mikel Arteta scores, literally in the last kicks of the game. And Arteta scores, and it's 3-2. I mean, that is pretty good. So I make a change. I bring in Mikel for Giroud, and I move Mikel back. And I think I end up playing Walcott up front by himself, Walcott and Royce. No, I don't even move right. I move other players about, and I just give license to Gibbs to roam down that left-hand side. But then they kick off and try and do all this stuff and try and move it forward. They eventually pass it straight to Marco Royce. Royce chips it through to Walcott. Walcott chips it back to Marco Royce. Royce rounds the keeper and he pops it in the back of the net. And Marco Reus, great goal, I have to say, great goal. I mean, great little chips from both Reus and Walcott. So 4-2, and literally, if that's the final score, I mean 4-2. I mean that's a great result against Norwich, considering that I was 2-1 down at a moment with getting a red card. But as you can see, they had 3 shots on target at 13. Did I deserve to win? I think I did. If I lost, I would have been really pissed off. But I think Walcott got man of the match, so fair enough. I mean, Walcott, he sort of deserved it because he did assist and score. But as the Man United beat West Ham, Chelsea beat Wigan, Man City beat Reading, and those are big results. But as you can see, still 2 points clear, 6 points clear of Chelsea, and 11 points clear of Tottenham. So into the next match, which is West Ham versus Arsenal. This match started off really badly for me, and then it got slightly better. So this is the final match before a Champions League draw, which will be the end of the episode. And yeah, I mean, like I was saying, this match so hard, but it started off really difficult, but it wasn't like at all. Yeah, but I mean, like this match, it was just so it wasn't difficult. It was so retarded. But that's what I'm talking about. But anyway, West Ham played quite a strong team. Andy Carroll, Matt Jarvis, Matty Taylor. I mean, like they had Joey O'Brien, Tompkins, Collins, Yaskawinen, McCartney. I mean, they have quite a strong team. But I played more or less my strongest team: Sanya, Gibbs, Cleverley, Cazorla, Royce, Giroud, Walcott, and Podolski. So, West Ham to kick off, of course, because they're the home team. But you'll see what I'm talking about. They kicked off. 25 seconds on the clock, 30 seconds on the clock. Get the ball to Matt Jarvis, and Sanya just can't defend for crap. Sorry, I've been drinking some Coke recently. That's why I'm burping all over the place. But as you see, Andy Carroll scores. Jesus Christ. I mean, like literally a couple minutes on the clock. Like I would say, if it was being timed, it would be 2 minutes on the clock. Andy Carroll scored. Doesn't really matter because 17th minute of the match. Lucas Podolski pops it past Yaskalainen with a very, very powerful shot which he has on him, and 1-0 after 20 minutes. So, I mean, is that a problem? I don't think so. But I mean, look at that first shot, beast shot. But yeah, 22nd minute, Podolski on the ball. Royce makes the great run through, little incisive run, and Royce just gets through on goal, edge of the box. And look at that forward finish off the inside of the post, and roughly 22, 24, 25 minutes on the clock. I don't know, like 20 odd minutes on the clock. 2-1 up. I mean, West Ham were absolutely shocking. I don't even know how they even gave him a 1-0 lead, but what a finish. But 34 minutes on the clock, Walcott to Royce to Olivier Giroud, chips it up. Yaskalainen saves it, and then Podolski spots him back in net. So, Podolski with his brace, 35 minutes on the clock, 3-1. I mean, yeah. Like, I thought it's like, if you saw the highlights of this game, you'd be like, what the hell? Because it started off really badly for West Ham. But then this is the best goal I scored with Olivier Giroud of this episode. I mean, well, other than the fact that he had scored from like 50 yards. But yeah, I mean, look at that for great first touch control. And he skinned 3 players before I scored. And he does his little dance. I mean, the dance, it's just symbolic. But I mean, as you see, Olivier Giroud 4-1, roughly 40 minutes on the clock. And in 45 minutes on the clock, West Ham try and do something with it, don't get anywhere. We're 3 balls for half time. As you can see, we've only had 1 shot on target, which is their goal. I've had 5, 4 of which are goals. I mean, Jesus Christ. But then 50 minutes on the clock, pass it through to Olivier Giroud. Like I've said before, Giroud for on goal, pops it in the back of the net. So Giroud scores another one, 5-1, just after half time. He's just too beast. He's just too good. So he's got brace, but also got brace, and Royce has got one himself. And look at that for a finish. And then that was it, really. Andy Carroll has to get through on goal. I think it's Mertesacker or Vermaelen hits, or even Koscielny hits it away. And 5-1, final score. 9 shots on target for me. I only had 4 shots on target from half time. So I did deserve to win, of course. And yeah, so we'll see the table here, but Podolski man of the match. And yeah, as you can see, the other results: Chelsea beat QPR, Liverpool beat Everton, Man City beat Fulham, and in the table, still top of the table, 2 points clear of Man City, 6 points clear of Chelsea. Now, Champions League, I get faced with Bayern Munich. Holy crap! Benfica get Man City, Chelsea beat AC Milan, Juventus get Barcelona, which that's quite a difficult match. And yes, so if you have enjoyed this episode of Markcoos' reign at Arsenal, subscribe to my channel for more. Next match is against Newcastle in the FA Cup semi-final.